Streaming live, Full Velocity TV begins now.
Part two of a big Sunday night doubleheader brings us to Lakeland, Florida. The USA International Speedway here coming to life. First trip for Full Velocity TV over to the Grassroots Racing Series. Street Stock Racing coming up on tap tonight live. Here's it's going to be for the next 7 Sunday nights of this time slot here live. Full Velocity TV here. Welcome aboard tonight. Facebook Live, YouTube, Twitch TV. Phil Lacasse here along with my broadcast partner. As always, at controls, Mr. Too Tall Todd Stanton. Here tonight, live, Lakeland, Florida's USA International Speedway, done up in the dirt variety for the iRacing game. And Todd, this is going to be an awesome night. First trip over to the Grassroots Racing Series. A lot of familiar names to us and a couple of newcomers we're going to see. So this is going to be a great time, good feel, and I'm really excited for these next 7 weeks. Special thanks to the owner over here at Grassroots Racing, Mr. RJ Klein, who, coincidentally enough, just picked up a checkered flag in our most previous show here from a DWR here just about 45 minutes ago at the Williams Grove Speedway. So this is going to be a fun night. Thanks to RJ, and this is going to be a great one, Todd. You ready to go?
Yeah, definitely ready to go. Is we're not going to have qualifying. We're going to go right directly into heat racing action. Heat race number 1 is going to start to come to grid here, and it's going to go away like this. Starting on the pole, driving the 012, that's Braden Richards, and outside of him is another 12. This is the 1-2, that's Eric Eichstad. Inside row number 3, or inside row number 2, starting in the third starting position, rolling off third is Ryder Cantino, and outside of him is driving the number 61 of Josh Peacock. Rolling off 5th is the number 76 of R.J. Packer. His next brother outside, driving the number 4. That is Tyler Blankenship. Rolling off in that 7th position, driving the number 71. That's Daniel Stifler. David Klein rolls off on the outside of him, rolling off 8th. Eric Waldrum in the number 113 rolls off 9th. And the number 21, the evil one himself, Jim Revis, starts 10th.
Jim Revis going to start from 10th position here in heat race number 1. He won round number 1 that was held here last week here for the Grassroots Racing Series Street Stocks at the Kokomo Speedway. It was Jim Revis who picked up the checkered flag here and comes in tonight. Obviously, as your points leader, he's going to roll away from P10 here in heat race number 1. Here you got Braden Richards, Eric Eichstad on the front row. Guys like Ryder Cantillo, guy we've never seen before here on Full Velocity TV. He's going to roll away 3rd. Aboard car number 11, Joshua Peacock, the 61 car, roll off on the outside of the 2nd row. R.J. Packer, Tyler Blankenship, you got the Iceman, Daniel Stifler, David Klein, you know is fast. Eric Warman's number 113, and the evil one, Jim Revis. There is your 10-car field here. U.S. International 3/4 mile. This is almost going to feel like restrictor plate racing or a short track on steroids, if you will, here live. So you guys out there watching tonight, Facebook Live, YouTube, Twitch TV, like our link, share it out there, let everybody know it is going on right here tonight live at the USA International Speedway. Full Velocity TV, large and in charge. The absolute best of the online sim race broadcast business lives right here with the Beast of the Northeast, Phil Lacasse and Todd Stanton on Full Velocity TV. So welcome to Full Velocity. Welcome Grassroots Racing aboard. This is going to be a great time tonight. 2 heat races on the docket. Great night of street stock racing on tap. And then our feature event tonight here in USA International, going to be a 60-lap feature event. So a little bit of an extra distance race around this 3/4 mile. I am set, ready to go. I am chomping at the bit. I've been ready to go here with these guys all week long. Happy to come aboard, happy to come over and see a lot of new names, a lot of new faces, and a lot of new faces out there watching tonight through Facebook, YouTube, Twitch TV. Pace Truck is in it for the first time at Grassroots Racing. Full Velocity TV goes under the green flag.
Yeah, green flag is in the air. Beautiful different camera angles going on here this evening. The 012 of Braden Richards leads the event here so far. The number 12 of Eric Eichstätt running in that second spot. Down the back straight over here, USA International Speedway was an asphalt track. They threw a little bit of dirt on it. Now we got a clay track here. USA International, as we're watching Braden Richards and the number 12 go at it here. Look at the 21 of Jim Revis from last to fourth. And man, what a mission he is on, is the Evil One himself.
Yeah, he is on the roll with 21 up to P4. Won last week in Kokomo, which is a really small racetrack. You come to a humongously large racetrack here. USA International, the 21 car. Last week's winner up to P2. Braden Richards, the 012 up front. But here comes Eric Eichstätt's number 12 car. Eric going to try his shot at the low side of the racetrack. Door to door off at him for the race lead. At the stripe, that's going to be too close to call. All I know, Todd, it's got a 12 number. Whoever it is leading it to the Eichstätt or Richards, they're door-to-door off the corner.
Yeah, fantastic racing going on for the lead here. USA International Raceway Heat Race number 1. It's a battle of the 12s, the 012 and the number 12 of Eric Eichstätt. Down to the bottom side, Richards and Eichstätt side-by-side battle for that top spot here through corner 3 and off of turn number 4. They come down to get to the start-finish line here. We'll have 7 laps remaining, and Richards powers it out on the outside as the number 12 of Eichstätt trying to work over the bottom, maybe even to pull a slider here on the 012.
Yeah, you got Braden Richards up there in the lead. Then you got a threesome of Dirt Warrior Racing drivers. Eric Eichstätt, Daniel Stifler, Jim Revis running 2 through 4. Braden Richards going to have to hold off some of the best through 1 and 2 here this time. Off of 3 and 4 this time, I should say. Eichstätt down to the bottom. Looks like he, almost thought he was going to clear him. Look at Richards get that nice run up high. We are halfway home. 4 in the books, or 5 in the books here. 10-lap heat race distance. We are halfway home. 5 in. 5 more trips around, still door-to-door for the race league off 2.
Fantastic racing going on for that top spot as they enter turn number 3. It looks like Eichstätt's going to be able to pull off the pass through the corner there. A little bit of a wide angle view just to show you guys the cars out here at USA. He's going to be able to take over that top spot is Eichstätt. And that number 12 machine, Braden Richards, is going to fall back to that second spot. The Iceman Daniel Stifler is running 3rd. 4th is the number 21 of Jim Revis, but Revis down to the bottom side here of the number 71 of Daniel Stifler. So great battle going on for that 3rd spot, flashing by our camera here on the back straight away into turn number 3. Look at Jim Revis digging it down on the bottom side there, catfishing it on the bottom. He goes to 3rd.
No, not only catfishing, he pulled the hook up and he finds himself reeling now in position number 3. Stifler back to 4th up front. Good battle going on there. Eichstätt now going to hold off to the lead. Braden Richards there, number 012. He's going to ride there for 2nd. Jim Revis in for 3rd. Going to try to chase down our top 2. But Eric Eichstätt, he's got 3 car lengths here, I should say, on Richards now off of turn number 4. This time by 8 laps. Going to go up to the board.
Got to thank everybody for tuning in over there, Facebook Live, YouTube, and Twitch. Make sure you share our link out there. Let everybody know we're live here on Full Velocity TV for round number 2 of the night here. Full Feather Frenzy on a Sunday evening. And it's a fantastic show going on so far here at Heat Race number 1, Grassroots Racing Series. First time ever here on Full Velocity TV. Glad to have those guys come aboard as they get popsicle sticks in the air. 2 more trips around the speedway for the number 12 of Eric Eichstätt as he starts pulling away.
And I noticed, Todd, the bigger the racetrack, the better Eric Eichstätt seems to be in car number 12. Has some really good horsepower under the hood of the Eichstätt Motorsports machine. Pulling 2 car lengths now over Braden Richards, that 012 machine. 3rd, we find Jim Revis. Daniel Stifler back for 4th. Then you're going to look all the way back there. To about 9 seconds back where we find Josh Peacock in the number 61 car, currently in for 5th. David Klein, currently 6th. Eric Warman, Tyler Blankenship, Ryder Cantillo, and RJ Packer, your 10 cars in the field. Off of 4 this time. White flag in the air. 1 more trip around for Eric Eichstätt, car number 12.
And down the back straightaway for the final time here for Eric Eichstead into turn number 3 with a pretty lengthy lead here. Off of turn number 4, picking up heat race number 1 here at the start finish line. It's going to be Eric Eichstead, the 012 of Brady Richard, Jim Revis, the 71 of Daniel Stifler, Josh Peacock here at our nice start finish line here, camera. And you're watching these guys come off of 4 and coming right directly at that flagger stand. Beautiful view here.
Man, that is an awesome looking camera. As I look off to my right here through the stream, I can see here back through Facebook Live and YouTube. That looks really, really awesome there. Terrific job by our buddy Josh Smith from DirtSeries.com. He's doing a lot of our camera work behind the scenes, and we appreciate all the Josh's efforts. It's going to look great here at USA tonight. Heat race number 1 of the books. Final heat race to go here coming onto the Speedway. 10 cars, 10 laps. And here is the way we're supposed to come to post. I'm going to say we're going to call this 10 cars. You guys can take a ride with me and you'll figure out why. On the pole, aboard car number 8, that is Austin Miners with the number 14 car of RJ Klein on the outside. In row number 2, we find the inside car number 13, that is Caleb Ramsey. And on the outside, the Thunder from the land down under, car number 33, that is Clinton Barrett. In row number 3, we find car number 178, that is Steven Randudens. And alongside of him in the 46, that is Bailey Hipp. In row number 4, maybe, scheduled on the inside is car number 111, Todd Stanton. I don't think that's right. Alongside of him, car number 10, that is Lon Franks. And in our final row, we have car number 00909, that is Lonnie Baker. And alongside of him, aboard car number 6, that is Casey Brunson. So I think for better terms, 9 cars going to take to the Speedway unless my broadcast partner had ambitions to go driving again, which I all hope we can say, Todd, are you pleased there?
Oh, I'm definitely here. I'm I'm still in the broadcast trailer here. I'd love to have my car out there, but you know, I enjoy giving the fans the views that they would like to see here in Grassroots Racing Series and all the views that they have. Yes, I do race. Not as much as I used to, I'll tell you that. I'm lucky to be behind the wheel. I don't think I've been behind the wheel in probably 3 weeks almost now, Phil. So the wheel came off the desk, and we're not running as of right now. So we're just going full velocity style here, and showing everybody else that can race. I've struggled here as of late in the simulation, and it's probably better for me to be up in the broadcast booth for these drivers.
Well, I'm thankful you're alongside and not out there causing carnage for us. But 1 to go on the field here, the field in 1 and 2. Why don't we thank our sponsors real quick before we get the Green Flag Racing here at Full Velocity TV. Thank you to our buddy Brendan Spadafora, SpadaforaFirearms.com. Check out his great website. All your firearm needs there. Also, a shout out to Jeff Brown over at iRacing iFlag. Look him up, iRacingIFlag.com. Also to Evil One Graphics, Jim Revis. Evil One Graphics, not only good, they are evil. Look them up for great car wraps now in iRacing. Also, we're going to thank CNC Race Designs, old Jameson Corbridge over there. CNC Race Designs, look the best in the show while winning all the dough. CNC Race Designs, hell yeah. And also the guys at DirtSeries.com. We'll see them back here on the airwaves tomorrow night, live from a Chili Bowl. Thanks to all our great sponsors. We are green. Heat race number 2 is in turn number 1.
Yeah, the number 8 machine of Austin Miners down to the bottom side there. Had a rough going of it here in the DWR Sunday Night Shootout. Now trying to wrestle the lead there from the number 14 of RJ Klein. He won the shootout here just a few moments ago. Probably about half an hour ago to 45 minutes ago as the 14 of RJ Klein took down 1 win here tonight. And this time we're at USA Speedway, though. So we're going to see if RJ Klein can take over the top spot here in heat race number 1. Caleb Ramsey running in that 3rd spot. 4th is Bailey Hipp. Hipp was another guy having a tough go of it there in the 46, but she did finish inside the top 5. But here comes RJ Klein down to the bottom side by side into turn 3.
Side by side with the car, number 8 of Austin Miners going to run to the outside, see if he can't stop that loud pedal down, carry all that momentum off the corner. He's going to hold off to the race lead. RJ Klein's number 14 down to the low side. They're going to be door to door through turns number 1 and 2. Miners up high, Klein down low. Who's it going to be? Look at that run. The outside lane gets there, Todd. We talk about that through the years at restricted plate tracks, so we've done a lot of our broadcasts. Outside lane almost seems to be a fast way around. At a big, wide, sweeping racetrack like this, once again, top shelf of the racetrack, you get all that momentum using all that racing lane, not having to wash up and use more racetrack. Austin Miners able to hold off there for RJ Klein. He's going to maintain the race lead. Next time by, we should be just about halfway home in heat race number 2.
Yeah, definitely good racing going on for the top spot. Meanwhile, back for third, Lon Franks has mustered himself around the number 13 of Caleb Ramsey. Lon Franks aboard the number 10 here tonight. He is running in that third spot. Now another battle heating up for the lead. Austin Miners has it. The 14 of RJ Klein looks down to the bottom there momentarily. Could not pull off the pass, so he jumped back into line as we got a handful of laps remaining. Just a tad over a handful of laps remaining. I should say 6 laps remain.
6 laps remain here in heat race number 2, and it's a good one so far between Austin Miners at number 8, 14 of RJ Klein. I'm going to respond to Jason Salter out there in our Facebook Live chat. Says, Todd, need to take that race car out to the racetrack one of these days. Jason, I'm begging you. No, unless you're coming up here, you're going to let him go down there and tear up that nice Trash Panda graphics car. We want Todd up here because he's one of the best at calling these races night after night. And this is a great one here. Halfway home in heat race number 2. RJ Klein not going way on the inside, but you're going to think Austin Miners, Todd, he's going to be using up less of the race car in car number 8, using the top lane of the racetrack. Maybe I'm wrong because RJ Klein, he's going to complete the pass off of 4.
Yeah, RJ Klein indeed completes the pass off of turn number 4 down the front straightaway here to turn number 1. Nice side-by-side battle going on between Klein and on the bottom side, excuse me, as I'm trying to not cough into the microphone, but RJ Klein still on the top side of the speedway and trying to fend off the hard-charging number 8 back down to the bottom side-by-side. Put the 8 back to the lead.
8 of Miners back to the lead, baby. Slide job engaged as RJ Klein's going to come back to the inside. Maybe not your typical dirt track slide job, but hey, put the chicken on hold, the burgers, the dogs, the ribs, the steak. We are throwing sliders tonight in USA International Speedway here in Lakeland, Florida. RJ Klein versus Austin Miners for the race lead. 2 to go next time around as they come off of 4. Who's it going to be? So far, it looks like RJ Klein. He's going to win the battle here off of 4. He's going to take the race lead 2 laps around.
Yep, popsicle sticks up in the air. You see that yellow and white flag. That's popsicle sticks here. They're not unfurled. Well, popsicle sticks for the number 14 of RJ Klein. Dress up the track just a little bit in front of Miners in the number 8 machine. Side-by-side battle down the back straightaway. Klein blimping out just a tad bit. We don't want to see that here as he comes down into turn number 3 here to get this white flag. As Klein working over the bottom side, catfishing it there. Drifts up the track just a tad bit. Going to leave the door open. Lon Franks trying to catch these guys up front. But right now it is white flag. One more trip around the speedway. We're in turn 1.
Turn 1 and 2, we find RJ Klein to the bottom. Austin Miners at number 8, running second. Lon Franks has entered the fray in that green and white number 10 car running third down the back chute for the final time in turn number 3. Miners going to try it, driving it deep in the high lane. Off of turn number 4, it looks like it's going to be RJ Klein going to pick up the win here in heat race number 2 for Grassroots Racing. Austin Miners going to be in for second. Lon Franks in for third. Fourth going to be Caleb Ramsey and Casey Brunson in the number 6 car. A very solid, respectable top 5 finish. So, great race here. Heat race number 2 was really, really good there, Todd. So, that's going to put an end to qualifying. And it's scheduled up next to, say, D main, C main, and whatnot. But I'm going to wait and see what it may skip along to. And it looks like we're going to go straight into our 60-lap feature event here at USA. We're going to bypass here all the mains with 19 cars here. It says 20, but we know who number 20 is. 19 cars out here for Grassroots Racing tonight. This is an awesome crowd. Great group of guys. USA International Speedway is ready to go for a great feature event. So what do you think, Todd? Is it time for the starting lineup, or do you think we got time to throw in our national anthem? All right. What do you say, Todd? Before that, let's go trackside. Let's go trackside, do our starting lineup.
And now your starting lineup. Grassroots Racing Series, USA International Speedway, Lakeland, Florida. Starting on the pole, driving the number 12, the electric one. That is Eric Eichstad. And his dancing president outside, driving the number 14. That's RJ Klein.
I don't know how to follow that. Row number 2 on the inside, car number 012. That is Braden Richards, and alongside of him aboard car number 8, that is Austin Miners.
Rolling off in that 5th starting position, that's the Evil One himself, Jim Revis aboard the number 21. And that is, outside of him, is the number 10. That's Lon Franks aboard the number 10.
Row number 4 on the inside, we find car number 71. That's the Iceman, Daniel Stifler, alongside in car number 13. That is Caleb Ramsey.
Inside row number 5, starting in that 9th starting position, driving the number 61. That's Josh Peacock. And his dad's brother outside, driving the number 6. That's Casey Brunson.
Row number 6, we find on the inside. Car number 26, that is David Klein. And to his outside, in the fast racing number 46, that is Bailey Hipp.
Rolling off in the 13th starting position, driving the 113, that's Eric Warworth. And outside of him, driving the number 33, that's Clinton Barrett.
Next row back, we find on the inside, car number 4, that is Tyler Blankenship. And to his outside, in the double knot 9, that is Lonnie Baker.
Rolling off 18th is Steve Reduce, and outside of him is the number 76, that's RJ Packer.
There you have it, folks. We have 19 drivers out here tonight. USA International Speedway live on Full Velocity TV. So get ready to go here, guys. 60 great laps around. This is going to be a good one. You're watching out there, whoever it is, Facebook Live, YouTube, Twitch TV. Share our link. Let everybody know. Feature racing action going on for the Grassroots Racing Series. Street Stock Division is coming up right now off of turn number 4. iRacing.com. Pace Truck heads for cover. Green flag going to come to the field. It is over. Green flag racing in the air. Eric Eichstadt, RJ Klein. They're going to lead the field to turn number 1.
Fantastic racing down into turn number 1. RJ Klein jumps up to the top shelf of the speedway to try to immediately get around that number 12 of Eric Eichstadt. Side by side battle down the back straightaway. Contact made towards the back of the pack there, Phil. I'm not sure if those guys got it righted here, but the number 12 machine of Eric Eichstadt has the current race lead. Here comes the 0-1-2 of Braden Richards side by side with RJ Klein.
Richards down low, Klein up high, racing for position number 2 and 3 there through turns number 1 and 2 now. Race leader is Eric Eichstadt aboard car number 12. Richards in the 12 car really gave them a challenge here down low. RJ Klein going to hold on to that second spot. In that white and green number 14, you got Austin Miners in that red and white number 8 in there for 4th. Those guys really going at it. But Eric Eichstadt, he's going to lead the field off of turn number 4. Put lap number 3 up to the board.
Yeah, lap number 3 up on the board. It's Eric Eichstadt, RJ Klein, the 0-1-2 of Braden Richards. Austin Miners running in that 4th spot in the number 8. Jim Revis running 5th, and 6th right now is Lon Franks. Those guys pretty much in the gaggle there. The number 6 machine right now is running in 7th. That is Casey Brunson aboard the number 6. Caleb Ramsey, Daniel Stifler, and Bailey Hipp. Right now, that is your top 10. Nice battle going on for 5th. Here comes Lon Franks knocking on the door. Here of the number 21 of Jim Revis down the front straightaway here. Yellow flag going to fly for the first time here on lap number 4.
Green or yellow flag on the speedway for the first time here. Lap number 4, as Todd said, and just trying to help and see where this one may have kind of come from. And I see somebody free falling through the field, and it looks like that is is it the 4 car of Tyler Blankenship maybe that may have been involved in this one? I'm not quite sure. Todd, I know you cooked the replay. Show us what happened.
Yeah, it doesn't look like any of Tyler Blankenship's fault there. It was Blankenship running here hard here through the corner. The number 4 machine drifts up the track, just tags him there. The number 33 machine, I should say. That is being driven here tonight by Clinton Barrett. So Barrett gets into him, and then a parking lot ensues off of turn number 4. So these guys have to restack and repack themselves, but heavy damage to the right front of Tyler Blankenship's number 4 machine.
Well, if it's not drivable, maybe Tyler can call the guys at Hanover Record Service here, one of the sponsors for Grassroots Racing Series. Check out Hanover Record Service. We have a little fun with that one. Also going to thank Evil One Graphics. Evil One Graphics, great car apps. Evil One, not only good, they are evil. We're going to thank Eichstadt Motorsports, sponsors over here at Grassroots Racing Series. A lot of familiar sponsors of what we have here live on Full Velocity TV. Oh, it's great to have some great partners to come over and talk about night after night. USA International Speedway is the battleground this evening for the Grassroots Racing Series Street Stock Division. First time out for us here live at Full Velocity TV over to Grassroots. You have to start somewhere. Before you're going to be a pro, before you go out there and mix it up with the best of the best, it starts right here in the Grassroots. We're going to be here for the next 6 Sunday nights, beginning tonight, the next 6 after. You're going to find us right here, Phil and Todd, Full Velocity TV, Grassroots Racing Series Street Stocks here, 10:15 be out there on the lookout. These are going to be some great races, a lot of great guys, a lot of familiar names to us, and all these guys are going to become friends here over the next couple of weeks. It's going to be a lot of fun to watch. So looks like lights are out atop the iRacing.com pace truck, and this time off of turn number 4, we should see the green flag come from the starter stand. It's going to be Eric Eichstadt. RJ Klein going to be your front row off of the 4th turn. Pace truck going to make that dive for cover. Eichstadt lays to the gas pedal. Green from the starter stand. We're back on our way here, racing off into turn number 1.
Racing down into turn number 1. 4 wide for the lead here momentarily. Lon Frank stuck a nose in down there and tried to pull off a 4 wide maneuver there. That did not quite pull off. He was wise and backed out of that one there, Phil. Meanwhile, up front is Eric Eichstadt holding on to, but here comes Braden Richards down to the bottom, side-by-side battle coming off of turn number 4. This is only lap 8. What else do we got in store? Jim Revis there, contact made, and Revis in the number 8 machine. I'm not sure if these guys are going to fill it back up. Oh, more contact! It's Lon Franks and the Revis over there in turn number 1.
Oh, man, and somebody just hit it so hard. It went straight into the air. And I don't have a clue who that car was, but somebody just got some air time over in turn number 3 and 4. Yellow flag obviously going to come out to the speedway, and I want to go back and take a look at this one with Todd. We know Jim Revis and Lon Franks are involved, but whoever that 3rd car was, a savage hit over there.
Yeah, definitely a savage hit as we're watching these guys slice and dice their way through, and just, man, just up into the wall there, and oh, it's Lon Franks up there in the air there, Phil. So Franks went up in the air, so tough break for him as he was backing into it. Looked like Franks just could not hold on to his car coming down into turn number 1 after a little bit of a battle, and I know Franks don't drive like that. He was just trying to drive it in, and it just seemed like he lost control of that number 10 machine, collecting the number 21 of Jim Revis. We'll see if we can get a little bit better of a view here, maybe from the blimp. We'll see if we can see anything from the blimp here on instant replay. Man, it was quite the wild ride there. 46 of Bailey Hip was up on the wall there. You just watch the number 10 machine just hard into the wall, and oh man, some more hard contact there for the number 10.
I know that wreck started off of the exit of turn number 2, but I think it really started down the front straightaways. Those guys all started banging off each other. I was going to give them some praise if the guys at Daytona today could have done that, and you got their car sideways and held on to it, or maybe like somebody like a Lon Franks or Jim Revis go out there, wreck the whole field, take the checkered flag. I'm only kidding, of course. These guys are pros. Dirt is for racing, asphalt's just for getting there, as we say. Real men around here playing in the dirt. We're doing it right here tonight live. USA International Grassroots Racing League. Eric Eichstadt, RJ Klein going to lead the field off of turn number 4 this time. Looks like the lights are going to go out on top of that pace truck. And, you know, now we have Braden Richards' car is going to be there in that 2nd spot. So put RJ Klein now back to the inside of the 2nd row. That's not a place where you've seen a lot of RJ tonight. 14 cars fast, but, man, does he have the car to go up there and tangle with these two guys? I think the answer is yes, but Eichstadt and Richards, those two guys have been really, really strong.
Yeah, they definitely have been strong there, Phil, and it's just they were strong in the heat races there, respectively finishing 1-2, so we'll see what can happen there. Josh Peacock up to that 6th spot, so keep an eye on that number 61 machine. Tyler Blankenship, after that wreck, is up to 8th, so good run for the number 4 machine of Tyler Blankenship. I almost ruled him out with all that damage on the right front, but he seems like it's making his car drive a little bit better as they come off of turn number 4 here, getting the green flag here at the start-finish line. Green flag's in there, and we're racing down into turn number 1 as the 19 car field flashes by the start-finish line.
Yes, they do. Eric Eichstadt going to lead the field off turn number 2. Going to slide up the hill. Going to take away that line for Braden Richards up high. Open the door for RJ Klein. And a host of race cars that are running 3 wide into turn number 3. That is Austin Miners of the 8 down low. It is anybody's guess of there what is going to happen. I see Casey Brunson's 6 car in there, amongst others. Now an incident in turn number 3 going to put us back under the caution flag. Yellow flag now for the 3rd time, now working on lap number 13. And I'm going to say this may have been Clinton Barrett's number 33 car that may have been involved back there.
Yeah, we're just looking through rather quickly. And it was Clinton Barrett here, Phil. Just looking at the different camera angles that we have for this, and go to town here. Look at Clinton Barrett down in there. Drives into the number 26 machine of David Klein, and around they go. We're going to go from the blimp here. It's just so much better just to see what these guys are maybe doing from the blimp. So we're going to look down through here. And they have a lot of good racing going on throughout the field here. But these guys, 3, 4 wide. The 11 car came up in there. Oh, man, the 33 just barely taps the 26. Around he goes and collects himself. And that's about it there, Phil. I'm not sure is the 33 machine just caused a little bit, enough sideways there to bring out that yellow.
Yep, sure did. Yellow flag going to come out for the 3rd time here. Now working lap number 14 under caution. 60 laps is a main event, so hopefully these guys get the wreck fever out here early, because I want to see a really good green flag run, see who the best of the best is going to be here tonight. Eric Eichstadt, Braden Richards, RJ Klein, Daniel Stifler, Austin Miners, your top 5. Casey Brunson, Josh Peacock, Tyler Blankenship, Ryder Cantillo, and Bailey Hip going to be your top 10. Looks like next time around we're going to go back to green flag racing. It look like the lights are going to go out, so the anticipation builds, the excitement mounts. Who's going to take down the win here tonight in Lakeland, Florida? I'll tell you who's winning out there. All our fans out there watching tonight through Facebook Live, YouTube, Twitch TV. Shout out to our buddy Jason Salter out there watching. Going to also say hello to Meadow Franks. Meadow out there watching down lawn out there tonight. Welcome aboard, Meadow. Great to see you out there a little bit late, but hey, we're happy to have you out here live at Full Velocity TV here every night. Welcome aboard. As always, we got Steven Calavota out there as well. Welcome to the show, Steven. Great to always have you buddy to us here at Full Velocity TV. Hope all you guys are doing well. YouTube's doing great here tonight as well. I'll get over there and talk to our chat there in a little bit as well. But the GuyRacing.com page truck is on to pit road. We're back to green flag racing. Eric Eichstadt, Braden Richards lead the field to turn 1.
Leading the field down into turn number 1, just watching here from the box. The number 12 machine holding on here. Eric Eichstadt, RJ Klein right there into the mix. The 012 of Braden Richards trying to work over the top shelf for the Speedway. Going to slide back just a tad bit. RJ Klein going to capitalize as he's working over the bottom side here on lap 16. Going to come up on lap 17. Look at the number 4 machine back there. Tyler Blankenship, 3 wide racing there, trying to split the difference up through the middle between the 61 and the 6 machine. Wasn't able to do it though, Phil, as these guys battling it out all through the field, and RJ Klein still in the midst of a battle there with Braden Richards.
Got those two guys having a hell of a battle there for that 2nd spot. RJ going to drive it deep into the turn here, into turn number 3, as I see a couple of cars slow in the back stretch, and I think we're still green, but definitely something happened there. A couple of cars rolling along slow, but nothing slow up front right now. Eric Eichstadt leading out RJ Klein. The race is on for 3rd. Braden Richards is there. Here comes Austin Miners in the 8 car. He's going to look for a running room down to the low side, running in that 3rd and 4th spot. Eichstadt's going to lead the field there in turn 3.
And Daniel Stifler also trying to come up through the field. Got to say, give a shout out to Donnie Watts out there, the 3rd, watching from overseas out there. Thank you, Donnie, for tuning in here to Full Velocity TV. We appreciate all the fans out there. If we get a chance, we'll announce your name, but thank you for actually coming out and watching Full Velocity TV. Number 12 of Eric Eichstadt still with the lead, but look at the 71 machine of Daniel Stifler, the Iceman, starting to come out through this field, and he had to hold off the hard-charging number 6 of Casey Brunson. Brunson's been knocking at his door, and 71 of Stifler's been trying to go on the offensive here, but now he's got to go on the defensive with Brunson's all over his rear bumper.
Yep, that is good racing action back there for the 5th spot through now turns number 1 and 2. It is still all Eric Eichstadt up front. Racing going on there for 2nd between RJ Klein and number 14. The 012 machine up Braden Richards right there in his tire tracks as well. I wonder, Todd, as I see these guys go through the corner, it looks like the middle lane of the racetrack is really the place to be right now. What do you think this racetrack is going to do over the course of the next 20 laps? From 20 laps in, we got 60 here, so 40 laps remaining. Let's talk about the middle third of this race. What do you think kind of transition you think we'll see this racetrack go through?
You're going to start seeing it slicking off, but these guys are going to try to go to the bottom, but the top shelf is where it's going to be at, probably just a tad bit. This track, though, is pretty easy to stay down to the bottom. You're going to have to start playing with a throttle, though, as the race wears on, and these guys are going to do a fantastic job at it, I'm going to tell you right now. The slicker the track gets, some of these drivers, you'll see the cream rise to the top. Definitely see that happen here tonight is some of these setups and some of the stuff not some of these guys won't be prepared for that slick track, is sometimes it just doesn't slick it off like you think it's going to. But the number 12 right now of Eric Eichstätt riding the wave here, riding the top spot and trying to stay in front of RJ Klein. RJ Klein trying to double it down here tonight on Full Velocity TV. And Phil, this is a fantastic show with Grassroots Racing Series.
This really is a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to seeing all these great racetracks. I believe next week's this series takes the street stocks out to the Chili Bowl. I think that's going to be a great time as well. 10:15 for the next 7 Sunday nights. Of course, here tonight, the next 6 after, right here, Full Velocity TV, Grassroots Racing Series. This is going to be a lot of fun to come out here and mix it up with all these guys each and every week. 2 fantastic street stock races. I love the street stocks and iRacing. By far and away my most favorite thing to cover, and doing a big way here live every Sunday night with the guys at DWR and these guys at Grassroots Racing. But battling for the lead now off of turn number 2. RJ Klein has forced his way down to the low side of the racetrack. He's going to drag away to Eric Eichstätt. They're door-to-door, Todd, for the race lead in turn 3.
Yeah, fantastic showing going on for the top spot. RJ Klein in that green car, down on the bottom. Eric Eichstätt in the blue car, up top, side by side. They flash by that start-finish line. Eichstätt leads that time by, but it might be short-lived as RJ Klein just starting to find the grip down on the bottom here, trying to fight side by side with Eric Eichstätt. Eichstätt trying to hold on to that top spot. He likes to lead a lot of these shows as of late there, Phil, but he just can't close the deal. And that number 12 machine, is tonight going to be the night, or maybe he's just laying off just a tad bit, maybe waiting on for the track to come around a little bit better for him. But the number 12 right now holding on to the top spot, but the 14 of RJ Klein putting on heavy pressure.
He sure is, and I think those 2 cars behind him are really good as well, that being Braden Richards, the 012 machine, the 8 car of Austin Miners. Those 4 guys really going at it up front. You find Daniel Stifler and Casey Brunson just a little distance on back, running 5th and 6th. This is a really good 6-car breakaway for the rest of the field here in Lakeland, Florida. Eric Eichstätt, RJ Klein, they go at it once again for the race lead. Give it to a 12 car. Now here comes Richards looking down low. He keeps sneaking a peek down there. Doesn't have the traction to make it happen, but he keeps looking, reminding RJ, hey, I am here, and maybe off a 2 this time. He may be there, maybe a 3-wide DX for the race lead this time off a 2.
Yeah, as we go in the cockpit here with the 012 of Braden Richards just showing us around the USA International Speedway. Great battle going on in front of him that's ensuing, but he's trying to put himself into that battle too there, Phil. Going down the front straightaway down to the start-finish line as you see it up there in the right-hand corner as he flashed by that here into turn number 1. And watch how they just throw it in there. There, the 012 of Braden Richards is trying to work it over, gets on that grass just a tad bit. That's going to make you a tad loose there. And that's not where you want to be, so he's going to lose a little bit of ground coming down the back straightaway here into turn 3.
Well, you would think so, but under grass, there lays dirt. So maybe tear it up, maybe find another groove down there. I'm not even sure why there's grass down there. You guys down here in Lakeland, Florida, do that right. Get rid of that grass, make it dirt, let these guys race down there. Give us another groove of racing, but we're going at it door to door. And who is it going to be off of turn number 2? We got RJ Klein to the low side of Eric Eichstätt. A little bit of contact, they get out of shape, and that's exactly how pros do it right there. We gathered up the race car. We don't wreck the whole field. They're going to go back at it in turn number 3 and 4 for the race lead. Eichstätt able to hold on. We're getting pretty close to the halfway mark here, Todd. Next time by, 30 of 60 going onto the board.
Austin and the number 6 make a lot of contact there. They're keeping it straight there. The number 8 of Austin Manners and the number 6 machine of Casey Brunson, those guys able to keep it straight as they made a ton of contact between one another. But the number 12 of Eric Eichstätt, the 14 of RJ Klein, Braden Richards, Daniel Stifler now capitalizes on the 2 cars that messed up directly in front of him. He's going to make it up to the 4th spot. But man, the yellow flag going to fly here exactly at the halfway point.
Yes, it does, and it might come at a right time for a lot of these guys hoping to maybe have the setup come into the racetrack or vice versa, even let them get back caught up to the leader. Yellow flag for the 4th time now, working lap number 30, and I'm going to take a guess. Look for car number 11, Ryder Cantillo. I think we may find our culprit here for our recipient of our yellow for the 4th time. So here's Todd with a Full Velocity TV replay.
Yeah, definitely we're going to see what went on here. The 21 Jim Revis makes contact there with the 13, comes back up the track. I don't think he realizes Lon Frank's there. They make a little bit more contact, and 11 got the short head end of the stick there, Ryder, as he pounds the inside wall pretty heavy. there, and he's going to call a tow truck, get back around, and I'm not sure. I think his night's going to be done in that number 11. Yep, indeed it is. He is behind the wall.
Not a cool ride here for Ryder Cantillo in car number 11. He's going to put that behind the wall. His night going to be done. Ryder Cantillo, the first out of the event, going to finish up 19th here tonight. 18 drivers still on the racetrack, past the halfway mark, and it's about to get dicey. Up front, we find car number 14 of RJ Klein with Eric Eichstadt, Braden Richards, Daniel Stifler, and Austin Miners. That is your current top 5. Let's pause here for a brief second while we get one to go for a word from the guys at Evil One Graphics.
Don't say I didn't warn you. I know things no one knows.
Evil One Graphics specializes in iRacing wrap, promo ads, and banners for all your sim racing needs. From a new custom look on the track to a new look for your site, E1G is your place. Want to promote a special event or series for your league? E1G can make that custom promo ad you're looking for. With attention to high detail, great service, and reasonable prices, E1G is here to serve you. Evil One Graphics, they're not only good, they're evil.
All right, back here at the U.S. International Speedway, thanks to Evil One Graphics. Evil One, not only good, they are evil. This racetrack's not evil tonight either, as we're off of turn number 4. Green flag back in the air. RJ Klein and Eric Eichstadt going to take it right back where we left off. This time now 3 wide. Braden Richards looked to make it 3 wide. They're going to think better of that. I don't think that was going to work. Eric Eichstadt back to the lead, but here comes RJ. He's going to fight up high for the lead. They're at turn 3.
Yeah, down into turn number 3, still a nice side-by-side battle. Lon Franks and Jim Revis coming all the way back up through the field there. Those guys both inside the top 10. The 12 of Eric Eichstadt, meanwhile, still holding on to the top spot. But that 14 of RJ Klein trying to wrestle around. 3 wide battle for the 3rd spot. The number 8 machine sticks it down on the bottom there. Hits that grass, gets loose. And that's not good for the number 8. The number 6 now going to move into the top 5 is the number 6 of Brunson, now 5th. And man, what a race going on. Here comes Tyler Blankenship down to the bottom side. And that number 4 machine, he's followed suit by the number 10 and Lon Franks.
Yeah, those guys really getting after it up there for 3rd on back. Is now caution flag going to come on the speedway once again. And I'm not sure where the other half of the field went. I'm assuming they are stuck in a wreck in the other half of the racetrack. We are under yellow once again now, working lap number 36. What do you got for us, Todd? I saw half the field, or I saw the whole field, and then it seemed like half the field disappeared. What the heck happened?
Yeah, not sure what happened here as the number 46 of Bailey Hip comes down into the corner. They make some contact there. The 13 goes around, comes back up the track, parking lot, semi-parking lot over here in the corner. That's what's going to bring out our yellow flag. Not a lot of damage to some of these cars, but the 46 of Bailey Hip around.
Well, I've got a couple of good unique cameras I watch these races from, and said I usually see a lot of the field in my camera view, and when I noticed the number of race cars really dwindle the way it did, I knew there was trouble lurking around some corner, and it definitely found all those guys. Bailey Hip, Caleb Ramsey getting a piece of the action there off of the exit of turn number 2, puts us back under the caution flag here for Full Velocity TV, Grassroots Racing League, Street Stock Series, U.S. International Speedway. This is a really big racetrack, the biggest one in iRacing. 3/4 miles around, 60 laps. It's a long race, Todd. You usually talk about a 30-lap feature being enough to wear these guys out. 60-lap feature is that's a big test here at USA. So let's do a quick sponsor rundown for our folks out there live. Our full field rundown here, sponsored by Full Velocity TV. The race leader is car number 14 of RJ Klein, with the number 12 car of Eric Eichstadt 2nd. Braden Richards is 3rd. Daniel Stifler is 4th. And Casey Brunson rounds out your top 5. 6 to 10, we find Austin Miners, Tyler Blankenship, Josh Peacock, Lon Franks, and the evil one, Jim Revis up there in the top 10. 11th is David Klein. Clinton Barrett is 12th. Eric Warman is 13th. RJ Packer 14th. Stephen Radunes, he is 15th, according to car number 178. And 16th is Lonnie Baker. Bailey Hip is 17th. Caleb Ramsey is 18th. Those are the last drivers on the racetrack. One driver out of the race. That's car number 11, Ryder Cantillo, and I'm not going to talk about the 111 because we've already told that story. Connection fail from Todd Stanton here tonight. 19 cars took the green flag at USA. Oh, just about 40 laps to go here in Lakeland, Florida. We have 18 left of the racetrack, and we got a barn burner coming, Todd. We come back to green. 21 laps to go. RJ Klein, Eric Eichstadt, Daniel Stifler, Braden Richards, Casey Brunson, Austin Miners, even Tyler Blankenship up there. Those guys were really going at it good up front. We're going to get back to it. Green flag back in the air. RJ Klein going to lead the field in turn 1.
As RJ Klein leads the field into turn number 1, 3 wide. Battle going on for about the 4th, 5th, and 6th position there. As the number 012 machine of Braden Richards goes to the outside of 2 of the cars there as he was falling back through. 71 of Daniel Stifler running in that 3rd spot. 4th right now is, or 5th right now is the number 6 machine of Brunson, and Brunson's trying to work his way up through the field here as Eric Eichstadt running in 2nd here, trying to catch RJ Klein once again as RJ Klein tries to make it a 2-for deal here tonight with the USA International Speedway, trying to take down the win here in the Grassroots Racing Series. A lot of great racing going on throughout the field here. Number 4, Tyler Blankenship, once again starting to make his way up through the field. He's still running 7th there, Phil, so he's trying to get up through there as a caution flag going to fly once again. Not sure what brought out this yellow, but I'm sure I can find it rather quickly.
I'm sure you will. I believe it's over in turn number 3. That's going to put us on a yellow flag here on lap number 42. And I believe Clinton Barrett tonight may have just ended in a heap aboard the 33 car. I also think, who else do we see? I definitely see the 33 car back there. And I think 26 of David Klein. So I think you've already found it, Todd. Show us what happened back there.
And not a ton of damage, well, some damage here to the 33 machine as he was involved in that one. Here with the 26, the 76 to 09 involved in that one, kind of. Just trying to miss there. The 76 was RJ Packer, so Packer involved in that one. With the 33 of Clinton Barrett, looks like he's had enough. He's going to pull it into the infield and behind the wall there to his trailer. So the 33 of Clinton Barrett calling it a night in that machine.
Well, Todd, I'm not sure if it's calling it a night or if he's calling it a morning, because I think he's approaching lunchtime over there in the land down under. I believe Clinton comes to us from Australia. You know, he's on that side of the world, so I think we're looking at probably a little bit of lunch, maybe a sandwich, a cold drink, and maybe enjoy what is probably going to be a nice summer day out there in Australia's land. So Clinton Barrett going to pull it behind the wall aboard car number 33, going to leave 17 drivers left on the racetrack. And is anybody having a shot to take a RJ Klein? Is it going to be Eichstadt, Daniel Stifler, Braden Richards, Austin Miners, or anybody else in the field? I want to hear you guys out there watching Facebook Live, YouTube, Twitch TV. Who's it going to be? Off of turn number 4 this time. We got 1 lap remaining until we go back to green. We got 44 on the board. 16 laps going to be the run here to the checkered flag. Let's hope to see it all under green. Does anybody have anything for RJ Klein?
And it looks like RJ Klein just getting better as the race goes on, and we'll have to wait and see if maybe Eric Eichstadt has something. Daniel Stifler's been pretty fast here again all night. The 71 machine just making his way up through. Likes the podium finishes there, Phillips. We'll see if he can get onto the podium. Some of these other guys hot and heavy, and they want to get onto the podium here for the first time on Full Velocity TV. A lot of new names that we do see, so we'll see what happens here as we're in turn number 3, getting ready to come off of turn number 4. Here we're at the flagger stand with our start-finish line camera. Green flag is in the air, and we're racing down the front straightaway. These guys all flash by the start-finish line.
I sure hope they're racing down here in Florida here tonight. Not quite ready to go to the beach. A little bit chilly down here in Florida. As we go right back to caution. 1 car up against the wall, and I see a couple more slow there. So yellow immediately going to come on the speedway here on lap number 45. So as quick as we go back to green, we go right back under yellow for an incident in turn number 3. And I think unofficially, did I see, was it RJ Packer over there stopped? I'm not exactly sure.
Well, you got to see it there, the 21 of Jim Revis around in a knot. Made a little bit of contact at 10. He backed out of it, though. But another car rear-ended him pretty heavy. I'm not sure if that was the Eric machine. Yep, Eric Wallerth in the number 113 machine pounded the rear end there of the 21 as he tried to back out of it. Tried not to get into the number 10, or well, tried not to get into the 10 again. So Jim Revis around in a knot. He was up against that wall. So not a lot of damage to either one of those cars, but I know Jim Revis probably not very happy.
No, he did go for a pretty dang good ride up there. As I think he hit with the back end, turn number 3. Tough break for Jim Revis. Maybe a little bit damaged feelings. He's going to have to take that race car from the back of the field. So it's going to be a long road to hoe. Looking out there, watching through the Facebook chatter, I see Marcus is checking in. Marcus Brown, welcome aboard. Since Eric Eichstadt's going to take down the checkered flag here tonight, I think that's a good pick. I see Salter saying it's going to be Eichstadt if he gets a good start. Let's see. Donnie Watts saying the 8 car seems to be really good. I think Donnie's pretty good on that one. If he stays off the grass, Austin Miners aboard car number 8. It looks like a really good piece there as well. So I like those picks out there. We got 1 for Austin, 2 for Eric. We haven't did this in a while there, Todd. Let's make some predictions. Who do you think's it going to be that's going to be a victory lane talking to you in probably about 20 minutes?
You know, I'm not partial to anybody. I like a lot of the cars out there. If the 4 car didn't have a lot of damage, I would like to go with Tyler Blankenship, but he has a ton of damage. The number 10 car, Lon Franks, he's been good here tonight. I mean, I'm just looking at lap times here, Phil. Unfortunately, I can cheat. Those guys have been fast in lap times, so the number 14 is good. But I'm going to go with the number 12 of Eric Eichstadt. I have to agree with those 2 guys out there. I think if Eric gets a good start, he's going to win this one.
All right. That's a good pick. I like it. I know Salter knows what he's talking about, so I never want to go against the grain. I think it's a good pick with Eichstadt, but I like our leader. I think he's been fast all night long. We saw him win at the Grove here at DWR about an hour and a half ago, and I think he's got the fastest car here once again tonight in Lakeland, Florida. I like R.J. Klein to go to victory lane. I think somebody like Daniel Stifler or Braden Richards could certainly pull the upset, maybe even Austin Miners, but I don't know. There's something in that 14 car that I really like. It looks good out here tonight, so I'm going to thank R.J. Klein. We're going to take the front row, Todd. We're really betting gambling men tonight, aren't we? We'll take the 2 guys on the front row, and they're going to be coming to green this time. The lights are out, extinguished around the speedway here at U.S. International Speedway. And we're going to see R.J. Klein, Eric Eichstadt, all the rest of the field. We're going to go back to it. Pace Truck's going to make its way in. We're going back to Green Flag Racing.
Green flag is back in the air. Eichstadt does not get a good start here on this restart. We're going to see if he's able to do anything here through the turn. 4 wide racing, man. This is nuts through 1 and 2. Eichstadt up there. Oh, more contact made. Eichstadt's loose. Oh, man. And now he's in the meeting between the sandwich down the back straightaway. Eichstadt, man. He was just coming, and then more contact made. Look at Tyler Blankenship with the damage there coming up through here, almost up into the 5th position. Now into the 5th position of the number 4 machine.
Certainly is, but this has allowed R.J. Klein to run away up front aboard car number 14. The battle is for second. On back where you find Eichstadt trying to fight on the outside. Braden Richards down low. Miners of the 8 car is there. You got Blankenship's 4 car. Casey Brunson of the 6. He is still up there fighting for a top 5 running spot. Almost now 3 wide off of turn number 4. Who's it going to be there? R.J. Klein has the lead. It is anybody's guess for second on back.
Yeah, second place, I'm going to tell you right now, that's a fantastic battle going on. Eric Eichstadt now gets around the 0-1-2 machine there momentarily. Braden Richards, but Richards fires back on the inside. The number 8 machine of Austin Miners still there. Oh, contact made off the bumper of Blankenship. Blankenship gets into the number 8. Yellow flag going to fly.
I'm not sure the yellow was for that contact off of turn number 4, or maybe could have been something else back there, because that looked like it was kind of innocent. Yellow flag on the speedway nonetheless. All right, maybe it wasn't so innocent. Todd's telling me, okay, Phil, you don't know what you're talking about. So, all right, take us back to the replay. Prove me wrong. I mean, you got all the cameras. I've got a couple different views. Show us what happened. You said Tyler into the back of, what was that, Brunson 6 car?
Yeah, it was Brunson in the 6 car, and showing a couple different angles. Blimp usually shows it. It looks like the 4 machine there just drifted up the track there. Tyler Blankenship looks like he got a little bit of a push there, Phil. The 8 falls through the corner here about in his line, and the 4 just comes up the track and unfortunately gets into the 8. I don't think Tyler meant it though, Phil. I just think his car just wanted to push, and man, it went up into the 8 there. So unfortunate there for the 4 and the 8 to make that contact. And Blankenship right now currently running 4th, but the 8 now relegated to the rear.
Yeah, it's a tough break for Austin Miners aboard car number 8. He's going to have some work to do in these closing laps. 54 up on the board, so I think when we finally get this thing back to green flag racing, it's going to be a 5-lap shootout to settle it here tonight in the Sunshine State here of Florida. It was a little bit cooler down here today, but had a little bit of rain in the area, but racetrack certainly held up well, and we're going to be in for one packed barn burner of a finish here tonight live on Full Velocity TV. Just to start what is going to be a busy week. It's only Sunday. Of course, tomorrow night we're back over at DirtSeries.com from the Chili Bowl. Tomorrow night, a triple header tomorrow night, as Todd has reminded me. We start over the Chili Bowl. Believe tomorrow night we get the modified division there for the guys at DirtSeries.com. Going to be a great time there at the Chili Bowl at 8 o'clock, and then a double header for the guys over at the Dirt Slinging Outlaws. Pro late models, super late models tomorrow night. I believe from Volusia. I believe we start tomorrow night with those guys. So good double header with those guys. Triple header action for Full Velocity TV for a busy, busy Monday night here. This is starting off what is going to be a very, very good week. I believe are we on Tuesday this week? I believe we also have Tuesday. No, we're off this Tuesday. Next Tuesday, we come back on the airwaves. So full Monday, a day off Tuesday. Back to DWR on Wednesday night for some street fight action there at the Williams Grove Speedway. Thursday night, I believe we're off Thursday. Then we take a gander back into the Rocky Top 305 sprint cars here Friday night with the guys at Hard Motorsports. So a very, very busy week here at Full Velocity TV. Stay tuned to Facebook here for all our updates. Off of turn number 4, RJ Klein sees the green flag. He lays back to it. We're back to racing.
Back to racing down here to turn number 1, the 012 of Richards down to the bottom side-by-side battle with the number 4 machine of Tyler Blankenship. Blankenship now moving his way up into that third spot around Richards, as Richards right now working over the bottom side there, trying to go side-by-side, but not able to do. Yellow flag going to fly just as quick as the green flag came out. The yellow flag flies over in 3 and 4, Phil.
Yeah, it sure did, and I think a couple of guys have probably had enough now as I hear the chatter coming over of guys probably just a little bit tired. This racetrack's enough to wear you out, and you come out here for 60 laps, you get a little tad bit tired as these guys have been holding on for dear life for a good part of 40 minutes of this feature. That is a lot of work to do. You got to have your fitness up there, and I think RJ Packer has decided to come to pit road. I'm not sure if he was involved in the wreck, Todd. You got the answer. Show us what happened.
Definitely RJ Packer, probably the creator of it, comes down the track, hits off the 128, or 178 into the 21, and then back up the field. And Lon Franks goes for a wild ride, flipping down the back straightaway, pirouette dancing, endoing, nose diving. He did everything. He landed back on his wheels. It's still going on the 10 machine, but man, what a ride Lon Franks goes for. And I don't know if we can get in the car, but we're going to look here real quick here through the blip, then we'll go in the car with Lon Franks in that number 10 machine as he takes one wild spill down the back straightaway. And we're going to go in the cockpit now of the number 10 machine, instant replay here. So we're going to be inside. I mean, we're going to get dizzy. I'm going to tell you right now, in the cockpit. There we go. He just sees all this stuff happening, and man, what a wild ride. I remember, I don't even remember doing something like that, but I know I've flipped over in real life there, Phil, and that's never fun, and that almost reminded me of, oh crap, this is going to hurt kind of ordeal.
Todd's having flashbacks. It's a good night here on Full Velocity TV. He's probably going to go suck on his thumb, crawl into the blankie, under the desk, go in the safe space, and I'm with you, Todd. PTSD is a real thing, and we're going to hopefully get our buddy Todd through it. Hopefully Lon is okay. Car landed on its wheels, hopefully still running. Lon Franks to get back to it as we're getting out of laps here. 58 on the board. The lights are out around the USA Speedway, and this one looks to be a green and a white, and a checkered. So a one-lap shootout this week to settle it. We took 2 to go last time around here under the caution flag, so we're going to have one more trip around the 3/4 mile. RJ Klein, Eric Eichstadt, Tyler Blankenship, Braden Richards, and Daniel Stifler, your top 5 off of turn number 4. One lap to settle it. Pace truck is in, and we are back to green. Take us home, Todd. Who's it going to be?
Green flag down here into turn number 1 here for the final time. White flag, like you said, in the air. Here comes Blankenship. 4 wide battle going on for the 3rd spot. Blankenship trying to hold off Richards here as you got the 14 of RJ Klein down in the back. Straight away, the 12 of Eric Eichstadt running 2nd. Battle going on for the 3rd spot, though. Who's going to wrestle it down? Here comes the battle for the lead. Here comes Eichstadt down to the bottom. Gets into the number 14 of RJ Klein. Drag race to the start finish line. It's going to be RJ Klein just barely over the number 12 of Eric Eichstadt. I think the number 4, Tyler Blankenship, had a drag race of his own. He's going to finish on the podium. Wow, what a finish that one was. I thought Eichstätt had it. .043. Second closest finish here on Full Velocity TV.
That was straight up legit awesome right there. That is why Full Velocity TV has come over full time to the dirt scene, and that is a great finish. RJ Klein going 2 for 2 tonight, live on Full Velocity TV, picks up the win at the Williams Grove Speedway, and then this absolutely takes it to him, takes down a thrilling win tonight here in Lakeland, Florida, U.S. International Speedway. He comes to the front stretch to celebrate. Him and Eric Eichstätt exchange some hand waves. Tyler Blankenship in for third. Casey Brunson and David Klein somewhere out of nowhere. 26 car, but a good, solid top 5 finish. This post-race show is going to be fantastic. So we're going to jump over down to the Grassroots Discord. So we're going to pause here for a brief minute. We'll come back and talk to our top 3.
Before we do is we'll let Phil get over there. I'll be over there just in a moment here. We want to thank our sponsors here on Full Velocity TV. Each and every time we have them here, we want to thank them. Got to thank Dirk-Series.com for coming aboard here and supporting it. Just if you guys want to get involved, I'm going to tell you, you want to sponsor, you want your name out here on Full Velocity TV, send it our way. Message myself or Phil, or message even our Facebook page. We'll get you on here. Real good packages here. We'll make sure you get out on the airwaves. Also got to thank Spatafora Firearms, re-upping here for the 2019 season. Brennan Spatafora, we can't thank you enough there, buddy. You do a fantastic job for us here on Full Velocity TV. We want to give you all that support. So check out Spatafora Firearms. I'm going to tell you, you want a good weapon or even some training down there, get a hold of Spatafora Firearms. Also got to thank iRacing iFlag, Jeff Brown and those guys making a lot of new things coming out here for the iRacing clan and a lot of stuff going on for the dirt racing. Got to thank iRacing iFlag. Also got to thank Evil One Graphics. They're not only good, they're evil. Jim Revis and the gang over there, I shouldn't even say the gang, Jim Revis does a fantastic job with the wraps. If you want a good wrap, visit Evil One Graphics. Also, if you want another good wrap, I'm going to tell you, CNC Race Designs. If Jim's busy, you want to go over CNC Race Designs, that's fine. Or if you want to go back and forth, James and Colbridge and those guys do a fantastic job with their wraps too. And man, there's a lot of painters out there that do a fantastic job. And there's a couple of them I'd like to mention to sometime here later in the future. So again, got to thank our sponsors. I'm going to make our way over to Discord myself. So we will be back at you here momentarily.
Testes, 1, 2, 3. All right, back here live, Full Velocity TV post-race show here from the Grassroots Racing Series Discord over here. As we do all our communication over here live in TeamSpeak 3, but we're over here in Discord, and we're going to try to talk to our top 3. We'll see if we can't pull these guys around that I'm not quite so sure I can. So let's, I don't know, Todd. Oh, there we go. Think we've got Tyler Blankenship now, the car number 4. Tyler, great job, a third-place finish. Man, that car was torn off the bits there. Front end all jacked up on it. How the heck did you get that thing to handle as good as it did and keep it as fast as it was?
Car slid together pretty good well through the first part of the race. That last incident there really took a toll on the toe end. And the steering was locked to the right a little bit. It's causing the butt end of the car to come around a lot more than I'd liked. But a little bit of throttle control. We kept it straight. Made a few positions, had a really great run.
Had a really good run. And how'd the racetrack fare off over 60 laps? That's a long race over here. 60 laps in USA, a big racetrack, enough to wear you out. And you had to pass a lot of really good race cars, go door to door to a lot of these guys. How'd the racetrack fare, and how great was it to go door to door at some of these guys and pick up a third place?
Well, I really thought I had the wrong setup in there. I thought on some of the restarts, some of these guys was getting off doing a lot better than I was. But as the race prolonged, the track started coming around to my car, and was able to do a little bit with it.
Well, you did a heck of a job. When we saw that car get damaged, we thought, well, that thing's got to be junk. And you proved us wrong. 4 car, and I'm a fan of that number 4. Up to position number 3, Tyler, as we always do on Full Velocity TV. I'm going to give you the mic one more time. Got anybody out there to thank? Great crowds watching tonight through Facebook Live, YouTube, and Twitch TV. So I'm going to hand you the mic. The floor is all yours, buddy. Thank you. I'd like to thank you.
Got to take your hats off for RJ Klein at Grassroots Racing. Had an awesome time here. I didn't get to make it last week. The first week was an amazing race. Got a lot of the DWR guys in there, which RJ took that win just a little while ago over there. He's done a great job. A good friend of mine. He's actually just about 3 or 4 miles down the road from me. Great guy. As far as the sponsors, Hanover Regular Service, got Joey Lamb Racing, Mud Ducks. There's so many people to thank, but man, my hat's just off to everybody. Everybody done a great job.
Awesome work there. That's car number 4 of Tyler Blankenship picking up a 3rd place finish. And I'm going to take the short walk down here. We find our buddy alongside car number 12, Mr. Eric Eichstadt. And man, Eric, you had a really tremendous 2 really good races for you. This time you get a 2nd place finish to RJ over here tonight at USA. God, tell us about that run. That was awesome.
Well, Phil, it's about gosh dang time. I haven't been in the interview box with you guys for a long time here. Yeah, we had a good night tonight.
So tell me about that closing lap for sure. You make that one run. You know, you have 1 lap to do so to the finish. You drive it deep into turn number 3, drag race with RJ off the corner. I got to think you're smiling ear to ear with that tongue hanging out coming down the straightaway, knowing you got a shot for the win right.
Yeah, it was a good time. We raced hard the whole race. I got to hang out front there. RJ was a little faster than I was, basically for the first 30 laps. When he got around me there, I didn't have much for him. I kept trying to get the high side to come in, but it wasn't working. I could get a good pull, and I was just opening the door for everyone underneath. But yeah, with 1 to go there, I thought, well, she usually sticks in for 1 lap, so we'll see how we can do it. And then RJ's been, him and I have been running close together the last few weeks, with DWR and in here, and he's a good driver to run around, real clean. So I don't want to push the issue too much. You know, we tried to see if I could make it clean and maybe just give him a little nudge, but no, he held it out.
And I'll tell you what, since you put that new wrap aboard that number 12 car, buddy, you have come to life. Your time, not only here on the post-race show, but coming to Victory Lane is going to be coming very, very soon, brother. So I'm going to encourage you to keep on digging. As I told Tyler, a great crowd watching tonight. Facebook Live, YouTube, Twitch TV have all been lit up this evening watching you guys at Grassroots. So I'm going to toss you the mic. The floor is all yours. Thank whoever you'd like to thank out there responsible for getting that 12 car out here.
Yeah, first of all, RJ Klein at Grassroots for putting it on. He also kind of runs under the Eichstadt banner also there, so that's cool. Thanks to him for bringing us out. Congratulations to him tonight on his win here, and also his win over at DWR tonight, 2 for 2 tonight. It's good to see some newer guys come in and show that they can run. Other than that, sponsors, we know the drill. We run the DWR. Jim, Jason, and myself. All the guys over at DWR. We got Trash Panda graphics on the car. Evil One graphics on the car. Eichstadt Motorsports, Full Velocity TV. And what else we got? We'll have Grassroots on there next week.
I like it. I like it. That is our buddy Eric Eichstadt from DWR. Brings it home tonight. 2nd place over at Grassroots Racing. And great to see a lot of our buddies come over here. We've got familiar with at DWR. Come over here to RJ's group. Grassroots Racing Series here. Street Stock Racing every Sunday night. And I feel like we just did this Groundhog Day all over again. About an hour ago, we talked to RJ in Victory Lane with Todd Stanton. And I think we're going to do so again here tonight at the Williams Grove Speedway and now in Lakeland, Florida at the USA Speedway. Todd is once again in our Victory Lane. It's a celebration. 2 for 2 tonight goes RJ Klein.
Definitely a 2-for deal here for RJ Klein, a driver of the number 14. This time in his series here at Grassroots Racing. You guys put on a whale of a show here tonight, RJ. Something to be rather proud of, not only the win, but the show you guys put on here this evening.
Yeah, it was good. We had a few cautions early on. Try to clean that up a bit, but you'll have cautions with good, tough side by side hard racing, and that's something we had a lot of here tonight.
You definitely had a lot of side-by-side racing, 3 wide and even 4 wide at times. And the 4 wide, I tell you, that person that was way down on the bottom usually backed out of it, and you had a lot of give and take out there here tonight, and a lot more give than you did take. And yeah, there was some tempers, probably middle of the pack to the back of the pack, and those guys were really banging off each other. But it was just good, hard racing here all together. But a fantastic show for everybody out there on Facebook and YouTube and Twitch, and a fantastic race for you. You were able to battle it out with Eric Eichstead for lap after lap after lap, and Eichstead almost got you there on that last lap. What was going through your mind there down going to the start finish line?
Well, we came into turn 3, and I kind of entered a little bit high, and I could hear Eichstead's engine coming down on my inside, and I just tried to keep it straight and not lose any traction coming off of 4, and we just somehow came out with the win. I mean, just thankfully, Eichstead had a really fast car. I felt like as the track slicked off, we got a little faster and faster. But that last lap, he really put it in there.
He definitely did, RJ. You were able to come home the victor tonight, and a two-for move here, a two-for deal here on the Full Velocity TV, and I almost call this the network, but Full Velocity TV, RJ. So we're going to give you the microphone. The floor is all yours. Again, you get to thank whoever you'd like to thank here tonight, and this is becoming a niche. Maybe we'll see you here in Victory Lane more.
I sure hope so, Todd. But I'd like to thank UMWA, Friends of Cole, Eichstead Motorsports, Jim Rivas at Evil One Graphics, Tyler Blankenship, Hanover Record, and my teammate, David Klein. We do really good together. Also, I'd like to thank Full Velocity for coming on board with us here at Grassroots Racing Series. For anyone looking to start a league and looking for someone to broadcast, these guys at Full Velocity do one heck of a job.
Thanks very much, RJ, for your kind words. Again, congratulations on your win here tonight. And you got to thank those sponsors enough, like the Hanover Wrecker Service coming aboard to help out Grassroots here this evening and in this whole season, for that matter. And you got Evil One Graphics aboard. So you got some really, really good sponsors here, RJ. And if somebody wants to get involved, we're gonna say this. This will be the last thing we'll be able to say. But if somebody wants to get involved in grassroots racing, I know we had a couple guys interested out there here tonight. Tell them how to get involved.
Just look up Grassroots Racing Series on Facebook. Shoot me a message, or send me a message on iRacing. If you have Discord, shoot me a message.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's the owner here of Grassroots, one of the owners here at Grassroots Racing, and the winner here tonight, picking up the win here, too, for special here on Full Velocity TV, Phil. And I'm going to throw it to you for your closing comments. Again, it was a great race, and I'm going to see if we can go find a party down here, maybe some beer, some alcohol, some liquor. I don't know. I'm going to have to take some shots of stuff because I think the sickness is starting to come back on me again.
I don't want to hear that because we got a big triple header coming up here live tomorrow night, a big double this evening. I'm not sure you can celebrate any more than RJ can today, picking up 2 wins at 2 very competitive series. Nothing short to shake at here. RJ Klein, an awesome night, and congratulations to his league as well. This is a great night for them. This is a great time for us, and looking forward here to every Sunday night coming back over here and doing this with these guys at Grassroots Racing. This was a lot of fun. So, got to thank all our sponsors, of course. Spatafora Firearms, of course, iRacing, iFlag, Evil One Graphics, CNC Race Designs, and DirtSeries.com. Got to thank RJ Klein, all the gang over here at Grassroots Racing Series. And, of course, got to thank our team at Full Velocity, Martin Karcher, graphics guy. Got to thank Jake Keel at Full Velocity Radio, Jack Truitt, our brother-in-arms, Josh Smith, who has done some great work here with these cameras. They look absolutely fantastic. And the best color guy in the business, showing his skills of being the best at the buttons there in the control booth, my buddy Todd Stanton, of course. I am Phil Lacasse. We're going to sign off here for a great evening of Full Velocity TV. We're back here tomorrow night live, a big triple header, Indoor Nationals over the Chili Bowl with DirtSeries.com, and a 2-for deal doubleheader for the Dirt Slinging Outlaws at the Volusia Speedway Park. So for Todd, I am Phil. We'll see you back here live tomorrow night with more great racing here live on Full Velocity TV. Good night.
Good night.
La 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 la.
Thank you for watching Full Velocity TV.